Hey, welcome to Live from MIdgar. This is Steve.
Jeff.
Andrew.
Neil.
And Miles.
And we're at episode 47. All right. So we just got out of finishing a tournament here at Geeky on Saturday. And first place went to Terrell Thompson, which is not here right now. Terrell has been doing really well. He was very close to the season, last season, the prior season. He unfortunately missed double XP, and Jeff just took it away and just won.
Sure did.
And won the season because of it.
Just like, yep. Good for
Yep.
You know what's funny? He was first like up until that last week, and then I took it.
Yep.
And I've literally never played a game against him.
Really?
Yeah. He and I have never played Final
So it's
Fantasy.
probably when Jeff does really well, Terrell did poorly. And then when Terrell did really well, Jeff did poorly. That's
Yeah.
probably
True.
how it ended
That's
up.
exactly how it has happened.
And then today, second place went to Miles Greb, which is here, right?
Yeah.
If
I guess that's
if you're
him.
not first, you're last.
Okay, whatever.
Good job to
Well,
Terrell. He's
congratulations on last place,
Yeah,
Miles.
yeah,
yeah.
It was a close game.
Shoot, I thought I had last place.
No.
Great news.
We tied, man. It was good competition out there. Yes, I played mono ice lane stuff because all my cards got stolen a little while back, so I haven't been playing as much.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I got the ice stuff, so I played the ice stuff.
I had to win the season somehow.
Yeah. You know, seriously, it was a sacrifice I made for the people.
I think Miles is saying his cards were stolen. Really, it's just his excuse to let someone else win. That's how it worked.
It's fine. Either way, if he stole them or if I did it,
Oh, I wasn't implying that Jeff stole them, but okay.
I was.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, all right.
A lot of narratives present themselves. But I was playing mono ice just because it has lock and Celeste, stuff I like. And
6-4.
yeah, I played against Ryan and Phil, both playing the Final Fantasy Tactics Agris Ramza deck, which I feel like I should be playing.
You mean Peter?
Peter. And they were really close games. You basically don't ever kill their Agris and then play Vayne and freeze all their shit. So I was just riding Vayne, and they were getting real mad because they were annoyed about how good Vayne was. So then I go in the last game, I'm like, I'm going to take this. It's going to be fine. But then, wait, you don't know. There's another Vayne.
The other Vayne.
and he costs one more mana. And then he's like, I'm the daddy Vayne. I was like, well, I cannot afford to pay for my creatures. Some people say that card's slow, and you may be right. But when it's on the field, and you don't have to pay for, you got to pay for your stuff, and the tax man's a coming, and you're like, hey, I get no respect, and you lose.
Miles looks like I've got 3 cards. I've got 3 cards. I've got 3 backups that are up. I've got 3 forwards, and I have 3 cards in hand.
And
he's got a Scale Toad. So he was like, I'm gonna go ahead and play this Kuja, and tap 2 and lose my Kuja.
It was my only play. That was the only way I could get value out of my cards.
No, you're better play at that point.
We were screaming on. Yeah.
You had a Duke Larg in hand.
I already had a Duke Larg out.
Exactly. So you had a Duke Larg in hand, and you had 3 forwards and 3 backups. You tap your 3 backups to save them. You discard your Duke Larg. You pass your turn. That's what you do.
Yeah. We were screaming.
I thought about it. But
Yeah.
I didn't
Watch the tape back. We will tell you.
I didn't see a way to win that game.
No, it was rough, but
You were
that
already in
completely turned it
Yeah,
around.
well, I mean, every dang
Anyways.
hand against him, I had to play a 3-drop backup on turn 1.
Enough about you.
I'm talking about my failures.
Anyone who are interested in watching this,
Yeah.
it will be posted on YouTube. We have it recorded. It was the finals table, the final match, Miles Greb versus Terrell Thompson. I misspelt Terrell's name, but I'm sure it will be corrected on the YouTube, the channel at least.
We've just got to get get Ed to do the really bad.
The really bad. Just put the little thing. What is that? The squeezing of the R in there and stuff like that. It'll be great. Anyways,
XDL.
That's why you just give people nicknames that you can spell. You don't have to write the real name. Just
third place went to Andrew. No.
No.
No. Sorry. It was Ryan Chen.
Yeah.
Andrew. Nope. Ryan Chen. So Ryan Chen was playing the. I think Miles talked about the Agris ramp deck.
Water Lightning.
It was pretty good, but I think just the way Miles played his ice deck just was able to just completely shut it down very well.
Ice does very good against aggro, and that deck is essentially an aggro deck.
I think Miles pretty much went to 5 or 6 damage almost every single
That's
game.
the way I play, baby.
That's the way he plays it, even when he's playing mono ice.
Yeah, I think in this game, it's not like direct damage and stuff. No one's going to lightning bolt you, right? So, I don't know. I feel pretty safe in this game, just kind of, cracking it up there and see what happens. You get a lot of value out of it.
And then they pull out an Alua, and then you just cry.
Well,
Adele.
I was counting the Alua.
Adele, sorry.
That's every big tournament I've ever gone to, I lose to Adele at the end. That's the weakness of my playstyle. This card that no one plays. I'm just like, oh god, yeah, I guess I'm kicked out of top 8. But I just count Aluas. Like every time I was just counting the Aluas.
You really were. You were like,
I'm like,
you're like one left.
yeah.
I
I was
don't
like,
think you have one
what do I
left.
lose to? I lose to Alua. Okay, so I just tried to play around Alua, and then like I just kept. I have a lot of counter spells in the deck, right? So I got the counter Bahamut 0 there at the end.
Which is really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you played that
It
against
feels
that,
good
right?
too,
Yeah.
because I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
get out of here,
Edward. Edward.
get out of here. You know,
Yeah.
so that it was fun. It was
Actually,
fun to
too
play.
bad we couldn't record that one. I think Miles literally almost tossed the Edward out too. Huh? Oh, it is saved
Awesome.
on Twitch, so you can watch it on Twitch. You can watch Miles throw Edward at.
It wasn't quite. It wasn't quite Jason Z. White
It
level,
wasn't.
mage
It wasn't
level,
that level,
but
but it's up there.
It
like,
was
"Ha."
a friendly toss.
It's like I win.
Those are good games. Those are both very good players that played first 2 rounds.
Yeah, Peter is qualified for nationals this year, and Ryan was very, very close in Earth Crystal Cup. I think he got 14th place, and
14th place,
national
yes.
placement went all the way down to 10th or 11th
It's
place,
amazing
right?
that he
So
got
short by
so
3.
lucky
like
every
one-
single game he played to win.
It was literally
You
like
know?
one win short
Huh?
or something.
I just talking shit to Ryan. Love you, Ryan.
Luck is also
Part of the game.
part of the game.
Yep.
So
Yeah, of course it is.
you just have 0 luck.
I'm
which-
fair. Yeah, I never get
And
those
that's your fault.
game-saving experts.
That's why I play 5 EX Burst Pavilion.
Yeah, oh well. That's okay.
All
It was
right.
still fun playing the night. I had a good time. Hadn't played in a while. So.
Yeah, you haven't because of you got your shit stolen, but
Yeah, and I've just been busy with my books and stuff. But
yeah.
things are going well, and it's good to see everyone except for Jeff.
speaking of, we should plug your
Damn.
books in now that I think about
Oh
it.
no, I don't have to do that.
We should.
Yeah.
We have all 10 viewers out there that could possibly buy your books, so we should definitely plug it in. Speaking of, Miles Greb is a great writer,
Above average.
above average.
Yeah.
I guess so. He has written and has just recently came out with Clovis, right?
Yep, it's a full graphic novel. It's a look at early North America, 12,000 years ago, and it's a scientifically accurate look at the region. It's kind of like a pre-American Western with giant sloths and woolly mammoths. And then my optimistic sci-fi series, After the Gold Rush, has its 5th and final issue. The first arc just come out. So, and you can pick those up at Geeky Villain if you want.
Yeah.
It's actually really, really good. I actually ended up reading Clovis with my wife. I actually have a picture to prove that, and I've
That's
sent
true.
it to
You
you.
sent it to
I
me.
sent it to people.
And she didn't even hate it all the way.
Yeah, no. She said that the pictures were pretty.
Aw.
Which Miles had.
Nothing to do with it.
I mean, maybe a little bit. 'Cause
Maybe,
he could have said,
yeah.
"This is what I'd like to do."
I'm
but
kidding.
Yeah.
She loved it. I thought it was amazing. I read it all the way through. It's a once. What is it?
It's a
One. It's
complete
one and
graphic
done,
novel,
right?
yeah,
it's
it's
a
a- yeah.
one and done kind of a thing. And I read it all. It's amazing. It was really good. The arts are amazing on it.
Zach
Miles Greb.
Hartong did the art. Very
Yeah,
good artist.
Miles and Zach did very good jobs on it, and I think everyone should take a read.
Cool.
Anyways, back to Final
Final
Fantasy.
Fantasy cards.
We have spoilers coming out.
What? Sure do.
Opus X should be coming out in not even a month now, right?
Pretty
On the
soon.
second-
Pretty soon.
That's
we
the
got-
pre-release.
Yeah, the
about a month,
pre-release
So it'll
will be.
We
The
got
9th?
shortly after that.
this card.
Yeah.
Patrick Willis.
The 8th, I think, is what it is
Eighth,
technically.
yeah.
Then, right? Yeah.
So it's coming out real soon. So we got spoilers coming out, slowly eking out. We'll start with, I guess, the one that Miles just happens to brought up here.
Yeah, Patrick
It's Willis.
He's a warrior. Cost 2. He's a 5K. I like that he's a warrior because that's a job type that has synergy. It's from Final Fantasy 12, I believe.
Yep.
12. So it says, if you control a card named Judge of Wings, Willis gains plus 3,000 power, but he also gains must attack each turn if able, so like Berserker basically. And when he's put from the field into the break zone, choose one forward, costs 4 or less, opponent controls and breaks it. So he gets a pretty good ability there. He does have to attack every turn, but he is an 8K, and
It doesn't matter if he breaks either,
well,
right?
you don't super care if he does, but
Yeah.
you also want to be in control of your cards.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true that there's a good storyline there, but sometimes you need to block, right? I don't know what Judge of the Wills does, so it's impossible to really analyze this card. But, it's a decent design on a rare. I kind of like it for what it is. There's also this nudie branch.
I like nudies.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into branches,
What are you talking about? This is totally. It's the Demigorgon.
it literally says nudie
It's
branch.
a nudie branch. It says nudie branch.
I'm speaking the truth to the people. Drew, this is the kind of nonsense card you like. What does it do?
Let me tell you, I dig that card. It's a monster, water, 3 CP. You may sacrifice it and draw 2 cards.
Into the mic.
I'll start over.
Oh my god!
It is a 3 CP monster, water, called Exo-Ray. And you may put Exo-Ray into the break zone, draw 2 cards. Or damage 5, put Exo-Ray into the break zone, draw 3 cards.
Now, the way damage works is this ability is active if you reach 5 damage, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
This card seems solid to me. It draws so many cards. It
Does
just lets
it-
you filter so much.
Does it end up drawing? You get
Yes.
both. You
Yes.
get both, right?
It has both abilities,
Yeah.
and you can choose to use one of them.
Correct.
They don't
Okay.
stack.
Yeah.
It's like
Assuming you're on damage
Yeah.
roll.
Okay.
Yep.
because they're both calling abilities, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Correct.
What I like about this card is I'm always at 5 damage anyway. So I ain't got to read the top of that card. I mean, like, so I don't know exactly where this goes. The problem with, like, I played monsters a lot, mono water monsters, with, like, Realm and Mira, and that deck's really cool. But the problem with that deck is, like, there's not a lot of room to run new monsters. Because you draw a lot of cards, you play a lot of stuff, normally to big Cognazios, or you win with your Gaos, right? And there's just not a lot of room to play do stuff monsters. But I feel like this is so good you kind of have to play it. It might mean you don't have to play Layla Viking anymore. You can just play this, maybe.
In the monsters that
Yeah,
you were talking
yeah,
about. Yeah,
and-
yeah,
and
yeah.
That might be preferable. It can't be brought back by
Gal?
Gao, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, because Gal is only 2 drops or less.
But you
Yeah.
can break this with Mira, draw 3 cards, tap Mira, get another one, play it, draw 3 cards. Now, and I don't know what you do after that, but that is some hot nonsense.
You
if
you
anyone-
clearly play a Cloud of Darkness. What are you?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you probably win the game, I imagine. but if you're looking for a nudie branch, you could do worse.
All right, so we have another one. This was the card of the week that was released by Richie Brady. I think Jeff has it pulled up right now. I personally very much like Wolf decks, World of Final Fantasy decks. I built one when I went to what was that one? Not the Crystal Cup.
Petite.
The Petite Cup.
Yeah, that's
I brought it into the
Portland.
Petite Cup. I had fun with it. I'm very much digging this card. I'm super excited for it. And Jeff is going to read it for us here.
So we've got a new fire legendary. It's a 5 CP Rain from World of Final Fantasy, as you mentioned. She's an 8k forward. The cost to play her is reduced by 1 for each category WAF character you control. The WAF forwards other than Rain you control gain haste. And whenever a WAF forward you control attacks, choose 1 forward opponent controls, deal it 4,000 damage.
This card is nuts.
This card's amazing. First of all, Jesus Christ, it has pretty much like Emperor Zandy's ability, and then spreads it to all your Wolf characters if that thing's
Yep.
on the field, right?
WAF
Oh my
title.
God.
WAF title. Broken
Well,
title.
hold on. So let's talk about the real game. I mean, like, you can't play the other rain that searches for land anymore if you're playing this, which
That's
is
fine.
Yeah.
which is a problem actually because the 4-drop rain is like instrumental to 4-drop land being relevant. So you probably have to
Meath.
play the new land, right? Who's like, I don't know, is fine, but the old land's pretty solid. So the other cards that you can play so far and the colors are the High-End card, right?
Yeah,
And
win.
then-
And
Yeah.
then little Chibi Ifrit.
Yep.
Chibi Ifrit's like okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to be jamming that many Ifrits in your deck. It's like a decent card. Maybe we'll get a new Ifrit,
But the Ifrit's also fine because once you start attacking it does the 4,000, and then you can use the small Ifrits
That's
to pay
true.
and finish
But
it off.
It's just like it's a 2-drop card, which they're just not super good. Because you have to either have 2 backups or you 2-for-1 yourself.
What?
If you're playing Earth stuff, right?
You can do
You
it with
should be.
Earth, Fire and Earth. That should be
Yeah,
the color.
Fire
you
and
want.
Earth is probably better because you have the Night guy who's not great, but he's okay. Then Chocobo's probably not playable.
That thing has been a key staple in Steve's deck. The other thing I really like about this card is also because you've got a number of WAF, because most of the forwards you're playing are WAF forwards. So to do 4,000 damage and then also to be able to like Phoenix to get some extra points, like it
What
just
other-
helps,
what other
and-
forwards-
There's other things that you can do. You can party attack with the lawn, right? You party attack with another Wolf character, and you do 8,000 damage,
What
right?
other ones
and
are
then
we running, guys? I mean, like I'm looking at this list, and like the best ones are like
you do lawn and an Ifrit to party attack, or lawn and Hin, Rain, right?
Yeah, but
or
we don't.
Hin.
We now no longer have a way to search for lawn.
It's okay.
That's fine.
It's fine. It literally is fine. It's okay.
I don't like that.
There's other ways to do it. I honestly
Isn't
think
there a wolf searcher, a backup wolf searcher?
there is. It's
Masked-
the Earth one.
Is it Masked Woman?
No, Masked Woman breaks.
It's not Masked Woman. It's the girl who.
The girl who with no name?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
girl with
girl with no
yeah, no name or something like that. She's the searcher. Yeah, the girl
Okay,
who forgot her name.
That makes it better.
Yeah, so you can do it. It works.
What's she do? That
and
one?
then you have this one, which is Luce, which will also have it up. Full art. We need to talk about the full art too. But
Yeah,
anyways,
that's
this
pretty
is a
full
full art. It looks
art.
super pretty. Jeff has it up, so you can read it.
So Luce is a 2 CP fire
Super
backup.
loose. Sorry,
She's a
sorry.
job mother if you're looking to play that Hope package.
All right.
The cost to play Luce onto the battlefield is reduced by 1 for each card name Lan or card name Rain you control. So she can become 0.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
I hate the restriction rules.
She has Dull. Choose a card name Lan or card name Rain you control. It gains Brave until end of turn.
That's okay, I
So
guess.
whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
It lets you attack with one of your WAF characters, get the 4K burn, and
Yeah.
then also continue to have a blocker, which
Yeah.
is good.
So I mean, it's not bad. I'm saying
Yeah.
it's like fine. It's not like a reason to run it. But it's
Yeah.
another nice card to have in the package.
Yep.
I honestly think the new Rain is really good, and this 2-drop backup is also a really good addition to it. There is a new lawn,
What's-
the 2-drop lawn
What's
that's
he do
here.
again?
It's not that great, but I want to read it, Jeff. Stop
Sure.
reading it.
Yeah, Jeff.
I like Wolf, all right? So it's a 2-drop lawn. It's a Wolf, Mirage Keeper, forward. If you control a forward named Rain, lawn gains plus 2,000 power and first strike. So it's actually really good with the burn, right? That will be able to do if you have Rain on the field. When Lawn enters the field, choose one monster that is also a forward. Until the end of the turn, it gains plus 5,000 power and Brave. So you can target that with that Frit, right?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of magical Christmas to have all three
No,
of them out.
get out of here. Right? Just
I don't know. So
I
mean,
like it, all right?
And
you like it emotionally, and I get that.
presumably because of this, we're going to have more cards in this set
Yeah,
that are
that-
monsters that are also forwards.
Well,
Yeah.
we hope
Yeah.
so, but sometimes they print cards that have no interaction.
In the set, yeah.
You like
That is true.
like the one guy grabbed a 4-cost wind monster in a set that there weren't 4-cost wind monsters.
There's
There was the 3 cost.
yeah.
Yeah, but you can only have one of them.
Do you remember like the Bards that had?
Okay.
I think this
But
is
I mean,
the
like,
key
it just
one.
made it not reliably useful.
Okay.
Barts with no other Barts for the special.
Yeah, the Bards was the
Also,
I think the biggest
that was
one.
a hero, and this is a rare, which gives it a lot more.
The Bards?
Uh,
It's legend.
No. The
Oh, is he talking
the
about
one that
something?
he was talking
Okay.
about. Very old.
That's true.
Oh.
Yeah. Is a rare. I mean, you're probably it's much more likely that it's going to have within set impact just because of limited.
Fair points. Fair points. All right. So, is that all of the ones that we wanted to
there's-
bring up?
No, there's been
There's been a ton.
I know
quite a
there's
few.
been a lot, but
You guys
We talked about
the,
Folka
yeah,
before.
That's
Folka,
right, we did.
Folka seems like a cool card.
Folka is very good. We talked about it last time. Zandy, I
Did
don't
not.
think we did not talk about this,
Yeah, because it was
Zandy.
spoiled
No, we
last
did
week.
not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or Reagan, right?
Oh yeah, we need to talk about that.
Sandy's cool. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's like great, but it's a cool card.
I think it's very cool.
There's not a lot of
We'll see what
one-drop
new
fire
There's not a lot of
cards.
one drops, and that's the
Yeah.
issue.
And
We can get the new land with it. There's your tutor, sorta.
What?
okay.
Just wanted to see the look on his face.
yeah.
Yeah, if you're on damage 5, right? Damage.
Like,
Yeah, you have to be on
yeah,
damage
yeah.
5. Yeah.
One thing Drew's mentioned to me is like the one-drop VV is like possibly a decent card, right? But then 3-drop VV is like another card you kind of want to get with that. So like they kind of obsolete each other. So we're really kind of waiting to see what a new 1 or 3 drops.
3-drop Palam's pretty good.
Yeah, the 3-drop Palom, we
7K
get
their
to
stuff.
7,000
Yeah,
when it
but
comes
if
in.
you're playing that Palom, you want to also be playing the one-drop Palom,
So
which
see,
would be good to bring back with this. But you can't bring them back, both of them, because they're both named Palom.
Well,
So
you
it's-
do all three, all 4 of them.
I
You
think this
do
deck-
the 1-drop VVs, the 3-drop VVs, and the 3-drop Paloms, and the 1-drop Paloms.
They
You
need
just
to-
have like one drop Palom. You don't really need it because I mean, if you also have, you're probably playing Monofire with this, but say you go into Wind, you've also got access to Vaughn, you've also got access to 7 CP Phoenix to get the Palom. There's
Yeah.
lots of stuff you can do.
I think this card probably slots best into like a Final Fantasy 9 base deck, and then you just bring back the one-drop VV, and then that deck kind of runs like Archangel, HM, and like what's the other card? They run like Lease sometimes. So you have some good 3-drop red cards you'd bring back anyway.
Yeah,
Lease is a good target.
yeah, Lisa's
Yeah.
really good.
I mean, it's better when you do it as an instant, obviously. But I
correct.
mean, like, you get her back, right? She's a good
Yeah.
card. So
Okay. What about Reagan? I'll give you a Reagan. He's the new dark card, or one of the new dark cards. 5 cost Reagan. He is FFBE. His job is Sworn 6 of Palladia. and he is an 8,000 power. EX Burst. When Reagan enters the field, choose one forward or backup other than card name Reagan in your break zone. Add it to your hand. And tap 1 and tap Reagan. Discard 1 dark card. Choose 1 forward. It loses 7,000 power until the end of turn.
I like this card.
It's a pretty dang good card.
Yeah.
You can do the Emperor Gestalt with it, right? You play Emperor Gestalt, pop Emperor Gestalt to bring that in, to grab the Emperor Gestalt back into your hand, play it again.
Yeah,
right?
It's awesome.
It's so good. I think it's very
How
good.
are you playing the Gestalt after you have this? In
I mean,
play?
you would have to have,
You'd have to let this die or have a chaos.
you have
Yeah.
a chaos,
I mean,
Or
it's-
you could search it up with Spiritus.
You could. I mean, I'm not. Listen,
that
Jeff,
is
you are crazy.
That's 2 hoops you have to jump through to get the extra value out of here.
I think one of the things I like the most about this is that it's an EX Burst, which is gonna, when it hits, you're probably
Wait,
gonna
it's
get
an
something
EX
that's-
burst
Yeah,
too?
it's an EX
Yes.
Burst.
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's an
Is
EX
it?
Burst.
Is it the first dark card? Any of the light or the dark cards with EX burst?
No.
Like Cloud has EX.
And
burst.
also Kefka.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got super excited.
Yeah.
for
It's okay.
nothing.
But so
I don't think the EX burst is going to hit that much. It's
yeah,
going to be
one
uncommon.
of the
Not
things I think I like.
ultra rare, but uncommon.
Yeah.
One of the things I think I like the most about this card specifically is its secondary ability. Just is one other way to discard a dark card.
Correct.
You don't want it.
Yeah, because you're going to want to play this in
Yeah.
a deck that obviously is playing like Kamlanot and Chaos, and you're doing the whole dark package thing. So the ability to take one of those cards, if you get it in your hand, to just be able to be like, yeah, go ahead and go away.
So
You can use it, which is, I mean, Miles, you're always talking about new design space.
Yeah, so the card's interesting, which is always what I like. I like to see cards that are interesting and make you reanalyze old cards in like the way that the meta does, right? That's what I value, other than flavor. To my mind, when I look at this card, I think this is a one of you play that make it so they can't kill your cam. I think that's the end for this card. I don't think you build around it because I think there's too many hoops to jump through. Like those best case scenarios you guys were talking about required you to do like several things,
I
and
don't think you have to do those several things. Like
you have to have a dark card in your graveyard when you play this, or you're playing a bad
no,
card.
it's not a dark card. It's when he enters the field, choose one forward or
Yeah.
backup. Just a
Oh,
forward or backup.
my apologies. For some reason, I thought I picked up a black card.
No,
and
no,
so
any card.
I'm my
Any
fault.
card,
So,
yeah.
so that's why I was like,
Okay,
why are you guys so?
okay.
I was
Yeah.
like, guys, that's cool,
And then-
great.
I mean, also,
my
thing,
apologies. That's my
yeah.
being stupid.
I mean, the also thing about this card, on top of it, is that we're talking about the dark package that we play in, and the dark package plays,
I changed my mind. This card's really good.
it plays. Dark is going to play Earth because Earth gets the best in there, and you're going to get Gabranth. So Gabranth is another way to find this card.
This card
So,
is really good
you know-
with Cam, though.
Yeah,
right?
it
And
is
you
good,
just
yeah.
give Cam,
Oh, yeah.
and they're like, kill my Cam, you dumb bitch. And the kid like, oh no, look, it's back. And then like you play this guy, and then like you get your Cam, and then you got
Yeah.
some nonsense.
Star Sybil, Luminous Booba.
Star Sibyl's OP.
Yeah,
and
with-
Star Sibyl's about to be more OP. Because
And
Star
with-
Sybil gets you like basically these card chains, right? A card that
Oh,
gets
yeah.
you a card that gets you
Yeah.
a card.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. And
I mean, I was playing the deck where you played Star Sybil, or you cracked Star Sybil to play Hraesvelgr, who
Yeah.
immediately put the Star Sybil back in your
Yeah.
hand, and
Yeah.
Reagan can do that
Yeah.
while staying in dark.
Yep.
we're in Reagan's America, baby, all over again.
Damn.
Look out, people! Not gonna be good for a large portion of the society.
We about to get some trickle down going again?
Well,
You got them Reaganomics saving the
I guess he's a dark card, so Reaganomics would finally be good for the blacks.
Oh, man.
no.
Somebody just turn off the stream. Oh. All right. So about that local sports weather.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna bring it back. And do we have any other cards that we can talk about here?
Rickon is new?
Yeah, there's Rick. But, I mean,
There's been a number. We haven't been
So,
keeping all that well
listen,
of track.
I think Rickon could be a card.
Anything that
because-
says Sky Pirate.
I mean, it is a
Yeah.
card.
Yeah.
It says the beginning of your attack phase, so like you
What
can
about-
get immediate value pretty much by playing this card.
Okay.
Like this Rickon is a 3 CP water forward 7K, and at the beginning of the attack phase, during each of your turns, all the Sky Pirate forwards other than Rickon you control get plus 2,000 power until end turn.
I think it's pretty
So,
good
like-
if you can build it around the Sky Pirates
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff like
if
that.
there's a possible Sky Pirates deck, it wants this because this card can you just play it, and now all your guys get plus 2 immediately.
What do you think, Jeff? You like this stuff more than it deserves.
That's true.
Yeah.
It helps you give a reason to splash into water, which lets you play Starter Ash that wants you to draw cards, but then you also have the non-synergy between playing Starter
Yeah, I
Ash
don't
and
like
the
Starter
Canelo
Ash.
that
Yeah.
gives you +1. So like, I mean, that starter ash is really good, but the Pinello backup is
You
also
can
super
also
good.
grab this off of the new Vaughn. Like, new Vaughn digs to this. The starter Vaughn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this card's possible. I'm not saying it's great. Maybe it doesn't give you enough value. Maybe that deck doesn't have enough cards
It's
yet.
rough because the Pinella is so prejudicial, and she only does it if you only have Sky Pirates. You know, I think the deck would be a lot
Yeah.
better if she wasn't like that.
I
Yeah.
don't know why she's.
I think we're gonna have to see if there's any more Sky Pirates to come.
Yeah, this
in
is
the
the
new
only
set.
this is the only one in water, and it just
Yeah.
doesn't give you enough reason to move
Yeah.
into that element.
Yeah.
That is possibly fair.
Especially because
Yeah.
Wind's just really good when it's just Wind.
Yeah.
Although Wind has like Charlotta and it has the new Vaughn, so you might not. You can just
No,
maybe
it's-
just run 3.
It's not enough
No,
value to
no.
do
Yeah,
that.
Possibly.
his effect just isn't strong enough. We already have 2 Sky Pirates that are in Wind, and we really just needed to like 1 or 2
about
more
those
that were
already.
decent.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
And then there's also Warrior.
Oh yeah, the
One
warrior.
of the new
is-
full
light-
art.
the
full
lightning
art
warrior.
ones.
Yeah.
Oh, Warrior.
No,
Yeah,
Warrior.
warrior.
Yeah,
The
Earth.
4-drop Earth one.
Yeah, 4-drop Earth standard unit, 8K, special category. Ooh, so that means it fits in all title decks.
So it's a standard unit, and I think it's one of the few ones that actually go like beyond what a 4-drop vanilla is supposed to be doing. You usually see just
It's
know,
more
4-drop
intricate.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so it has a little bit of stuff in there. I think driving up the cost, what it should be. It's supposed to be 4-drop AK, but now it's even regular standard units are all pushing up, I think.
Who's reading this one?
I
Huh?
can.
Yeah,
I've
you're
got
good.
it. So
Okay.
when Warrior enters the field, select one of the 2 following actions. Choose one forward until the end of turn it gains Brave, and it gains 1,000 power for each point of damage you've received. Or
That's
choose
dope.
one forward, deal it 1,000 damage for each point of damage you have received. 4 cost 8K.
So what I like about this card is it's just a more interesting common. Like I think it's a pretty, like there's a decent amount of text on there. And I like that they're doing special warriors. I also like that the full art's going to have this weird foiling where it's just on the snowflakes. I think it's pretty cool. I really don't like that it's a warrior but doesn't count as a warrior for things that, that
care
warrior
about
matters.
warriors, yeah.
That stuff just drives me insane. But, it's cool. It's like a decent card. It's a good card for limited. And
Yeah, it'll be solid for a
Yeah.
little.
maybe some title decks would want it. I don't really know which one offhand, but, it's fine.
So far, it looks like Earth is going to be just really good for limited. Like, you have this, and then you have that other guy that, if you have
Nice full
damage,
arts are nice.
Earth has
3
been-
is +2.
Earthspin's a pretty decent.
Yeah.
Earth's been pretty decent for limited for a while now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's. I think we'll cut the spoilers to that point
Yeah,
here
some good new
today.
stuff,
We got plenty to talk about. Also, we soon we have nationals coming up here at
2
the
weeks.
good old USA.
Mhm.
In 2 weeks, and we got Jeff here that will be representing the Northwest, and we also have Peter Kim, also representing the North. Well, no. There are Washington people representing Washington.
Yeah.
Oregon and I don't get them.
Sorry, Great Northwest.
Yeah, so
We've also got Ray Chow, but he's,
Yeah, it's just-
Ray
he's
Chow.
not here.
He's
so-
not here.
yeah,
He
but
usually doesn't come up here, but
Yeah.
but anyways, we got Ray Chow, Peter Kim, and Jeff representing us at nationals, and I hope they all do really, really well.
top 3, baby. Come on, let's go.
And all 3 of you, top 3, do
Yeah,
it,
there we go. We'll do it.
Worlds, bitches.
and then they'll go to Worlds.
You all have to play each other in top 8 and knock each other all out. Only one can win.
I'll knock them both out. That's fine. I'll bite that bullet. I'll make
Knock
that-
'em
I'll
out.
make that
That's-
Knock them
sacrifice.
out in
so-
semifinals.
Yeah, that's so nice of you.
That's very
Jeff.
Reagan of you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those Worlds invites, they trickle down, right?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how-
I think they actually really do. I think that is how it works.
Damn.
All right.
Sorry if there's any conservatives. We're bashing your guys.
I'm conservative.
Yeah, well,
Well, I'm not. I'm very.
Oh, no.
I'm very.
why-
I feel like I'm very in
That's
the
why
middle.
we're sending you
Very
to St.
middle of the
Louis.
road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until he's in St.
Get
Louis.
out of here.
That's why I am being kicked out from here. I am actually going to St. Louis.
Gonna miss you.
I don't even have a football team.
What are you saying? I love how Steve's like talking about it like he's coming back. Like, I'm going to St. Louis. No, he is moving to
Yeah,
St. Louis.
I am
He is
moving to St.
leaving.
Louis. I got a job offer in St. Louis, and I will be moving real soon. And so, therefore, this will be my last podcast for Live from MIdgar.
Everybody boo Steve.
Boo!
It's
Boo
okay,
me.
Steve. I love you.
We
But
do love you. That's the hint of the boos. That's
but it's for the better because I
Getting
know
more money.
No, I think it's for the better for the podcast because I honestly believe that Jeff Curran is actually a much better, I guess, moderator or whatever
Host is what I'm
host.
Can he remember the numbers
try
of
to
the
do your
show?
impression.
He'll remember the numbers for the shows.
Yeah.
He'll be more
let's
interesting,
not get ahead of
more
ourselves.
detailed for everyone.
There's plenty of time left to prove that wrong.
And I honestly believe that we're Live from MIdgar will be in great hands under Jeff, who will be the new host, and Neil will be the good old co-host pushing through and supporting Jeff.
He'll be
I
our
will show
anchor.
up when I can.
I'll be here sometimes.
And I'm sure Miles will be here. Host or not. Not
As long as I'm not.
just bring you down all of a sudden. Host or not, Live from MIdgar is great, where we have plenty of great people to pull in and bring and have a great podcast, I think. So it's going to be great. It'll be in even better hands, and it will just, honestly believe that it will be better and better and better.
But we will miss you, Steve. You're a great guy. You've done a lot for the community up here because you're like nicer than me. And
Is that?
I don't know if that's true.
Well, people think that. Though.
Yeah, at least in people's faces.
Into people's faces.
Oh no, I know you're meaner than me for real. Perception's what matters.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss everyone. I'm gonna miss doing this,
What
doing
are you gonna
commentary.
do?
I'm gonna just die.
Just be rich.
Well,
Whatever rich people do.
we'll all have to learn to play Octagon so that we can bug Steve.
He's gonna play Arena with me.
I am going to play Arena with Miles. I do believe that St. Louis does have a decent community. I think a lot
Look
of it's
out,
in
St.
Kansas
Louis.
City.
Steve is coming for you. He got the jank decks. He got a lot of spunk.
So you got
he got
some
a
free
bunch
wins.
of new money. He's gonna blow it on these jank decks. He's coming for you.
Yeah, I'm super excited though. I'm excited to go to St. Louis. It'll be a lot of fun.
What do they got? They got Arch.
They got the Gateway Arch.
And what else they got? They don't got the Rams.
They got the Cardinals.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
The Blues hockey.
I don't care about hockey.
Except for
hockey
Mighty
can
Ducks.
just disappear.
You're going to care about it
No, that's
when
all
you
right.
get there.
Nah, I'm okay.
You got a river? There's a big river there.
They got
Whole
big old
river.
river.
There's some Lewis and Clark stuff there, right?
Wrong, Lewis.
No, they went there. They went there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going for work. So I do hope that I will be able to return.
For every pre-release.
Whoa.
Or you're fired. One of the two.
They're doing 9-pack sealed. You got to play
9-pack
9-pack sealed.
sealed.
against
Come
me.
to Geeky Villain and play 9-pack sealed. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
You also
Yeah.
get Moogle sleeves that are very cute.
Mhm.
And you get
Well, I mean-
Titus. That's fine.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
St. Louis stores
Well, no,
has
Titus.
all that
I
stuff
don't
too.
They do not. Geeky. Look, I played a lot of card shows in my life, and I know I'm on the Geeky Villain podcast right now, but legit, some of the best pre-release you're gonna see. Ed gives so much price support.
That's
and He has
true.
those cute little banners and stuff, and he really makes an event of it.
Yeah.
It feels like a party for the game.
Yeah.
Because like the new set comes out, so everyone's excited anyway. It honestly is a really good event, and I think if you don't come to the Geeky Villain pre-releases, you're messing up like bad.
Yeah,
you're
like
making
fly
huge
out.
mistakes.
I have to agree.
Drew is here.
That's true. How can you miss
And
that?
Ed makes up for that, and like that's a big deal.
It's impressive how he overcomes that.
And I'll be
I know,
here.
right?
I might call another politician racist. You don't know. Anything could happen.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm because of this, everyone's interactions and stuff. I know Live from MIdgar is going to be wonderful and great. So everyone should continue. Not that I would probably matter very much, anyways. But thank
Yeah,
you.
You're dead from Midgar.
But anyways, thank you
Thank
for
you, Steve,
always
man.
tuning in. For those
You've
who
been
have,
great, buddy. We love you, man.
and thank you. So for the last time, this has been Steve.
Jeff.
Andrew.
Neil.
And Steve's good buddy Miles.
All right. Yay.
We'll miss you, man.
You're dead to us.
Get out!